I'm with Josh Lasavoy, the CIO of Nextiva. And Josh, we've been hearing a lot about the new NextOS platform, and it uses machine learning. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure, thanks Blair. Machine learning is an important element of the new NextOS platform for a number of reasons. The whole point of the platform is to provide better insight into your customer and also your employees. And in order to do that, you need reliable information and consistent data. And one of the things that we've learned in our business is that depending on your agents and your employees to give you reliable and accurate information about every interaction that they have with a customer is not always the best way, because how an agent might talk about an interaction they had with a customer may be very different from the way that a customer feels like the interaction went. So to us, the more we can automate and use artificial intelligence to detect what that conversation really was about, how this customer sentiment is, how the agent sentiment was, and have a consistent measurement across every conversation, the more accurate we can provide great reporting on that information and give customers overall a better view into how those interactions are going. Because if an agent's having a bad day, they may remember every conversation as being bad, and that's how they're going to mark it if they're marking it in whatever tool they're using. But if the machine is there, machines don't lie, machines don't have bad days. So they're going to consistently measure, always with the same measuring stick, basically.
Now, machine learning to me seems like something, a bunch of scientists, have to be working on in a, secret room somewhere, but you said that your own team developed this.
Our team is developing it, and they are in a secret room, actually. We have a room in the building that is away from the rest of the development team, and no one's allowed in there. And they work on the machine learning and the natural language processing. It's a small team, but they are a small, very talented team. I'm very excited about this opportunity. We have data scientists. We have actually, I believe they're all PhDs. They're just very, very data focused and always trying to solve problems and look for answers. We're very fortunate in the team that we have, actually.
So you mentioned natural language processing. How is that going to work, and what are you going to be doing with that information?
So part of identifying the sentiment of a customer and the sentiment of a conversation, you have to basically process the language, process the audio, and the system has to understand each word, what it means, and how they relate together. And that's actually a pretty difficult problem to solve, because a word in itself is just a word. It's how, when we speak and listen to each other, we hear them together and we know what they sound like. But teaching that to a machine can be challenging, and that's where natural language processing comes in. And it's been around for a long time, and there are universities that have been working on it for a long time. So there's a lot of data out there, and it's just a matter of finding the most efficient way to solve the problem.
Okay, let's shift gears and talk about your Nextiva Office, your traditional product. What are you doing in terms of collaboration and video?
So we launched a new version of our mobile application and desktop application earlier this year, which has video collaboration built into it. It also has desktop sharing, so customers can share videos with each other. They can share desktop, share presentations, things like that. So that's something that's been out for a little while, although we haven't really marketed it that much so far, but it is there.
So you said it's on your mobile app. Is it also on the desktop?
Both desktop app and mobile, yes.
Okay. What kind of use cases do you see for that?
Well, we use it ourselves for helping customers troubleshoot. We may have a customer who has a problem in the portal, trying to set up a user or trying to run a certain report. So we'll just quick launch a desktop share. They can share their screen, and we can walk them through, how to run a report if they want help running a report. Also, the video component, you can have a video call with multiple people, and it just shows the people in the around the window, and whoever's speaking has a bigger image. So it's great for doing small video conferencing. We use that too with our teams.
Anything else on the roadmap for Nextiva Office that you can talk about?
Most of what we do in Nextiva Office is try and find ways to make the customer experience better, both for when they begin for onboarding and also throughout their time as a customer. We just launched at this show actually our new call flow builder, and as well as the new setup wizards, which are refined The call flow builder is actually new, and what it does is it allows customers graphically to set up their auto attendants, set up hunt groups, and do all the things that before required a lot more work and thought beforehand and design. Now they can do it all on the screen. They can practice, they can test different scenarios, and then when they know that that's how they want it, they just click a button and it automatically builds it and provisions it. So that's something we're actually already getting a lot of good feedback on. We're happy about.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Josh.
Thanks, Blair.